Hello. Hi guys, how are you? Let's go to textbook. Let's solve the page 75. We finished reading about volcanoes, and yesterday we answered this page, reading and responding. That was question A. Now page 75. Let's write the date. Today is 14th. Good. Read and respond. Draw a line from the information to the section you will find it in. All right, look here. On the blue side, here, the blue part, we have here some information. And here, red part says section. So the blue part, all of this information are in special sections in the red part on these pages. I will read them all. They're mixed up. Then we will go back to the text and we're going to look for them before we match. I will read here this first blue box. General information about volcanoes. Second one. Dangerous volcanoes around the world. This one. The parts of Dante 2. And the last one, information about the people who live near Mount Vesuvius. Where can we find all of this information? Something will be in chart on page 71. The next one will be a close-up of Dante 2 diagram on page 73. Then something will be hiding in introduction on page 71. And the last one will be the caption to photo on page 71. Do you remember these things? What can we find in chart on page 71? Go back to page 71. Check what's in the chart. Can we find their general information about volcanoes? Or are those dangerous volcanoes around the world? Or parts of Dante 2? Or information about people who live near Mount Vesuvius? I will go back now with you to page 71 and let's look for the chart. Maybe from here faster. Yes. Here is the chart. What can we find in this chart? Tell me. In the chart, we can see the dangerous volcanoes around the world. Perfect. Here were the names and the countries. Remember that? Great. I'll go back here. So, this is what we do. Dangerous volcanoes around the world are in the chart on page 71. Okie dokie? Good. Now, a close-up of Dante 2, the diagram on page 73. What can we see there? Let's go back to page 73. Let's look for it together. Page 73. What can we see here? What were all of these? The parts of Dante 2, you're right. So, the parts of Dante 2. The parts of Dante 2. Come on, come on. We can see a close-up of Dante 2 on diagram, page 73. Good. So for now with this, we did this and this. Great. So now we have still remained here general information about volcanoes and information about the people who live near Mount Vesuvius. One of them is introduction and the other one caption. But both of them are on page 71. So let's go back to 71. Okie dokie. Do you remember what is introduction, what is caption? This part here, this is introduction. And the sentence for this picture, that's a caption. So what can we find where? The general information is in introduction, you're right. And in this caption for the photo, what can we see here? Information about people who live near Mount Vesuvius. Good. So let's answer that. If you have different colors, feel free to play with them. Let's do this again. So the general information, we said it's in introduction. Good. And dangerous volcanoes, they're in the chart. You're right. And the parts of Dante 2, in a close-up. Good. And information about the people in the caption. So it should look like this when you complete it. I hope you understand. Good. Question C. Read and respond. Reread the section of text on Dante 2 on page 72. Write notes on the information in this section, including some key words and phrases. So the first thing we have to do is to go back and read again page 72. Let's go. So Dante 2 is a robot, right? That's something very interesting and very important. What does it do? It explores inside a volcano. Good. Or volcanoes. And what else can it do? Do you remember? It records information. Good. What is the information about? About gases, and it can also collect rock samples. And scientists are controlling it from control room. So this would be something most important about this page. I can underline it for you, so it's easier for you later. So we know that Dante 2 is a robot, very important. It explores inside volcanoes or volcano. And it collects information, it records information, and the scientists are using it in control room. Control room is something very important. And what else? It collects rock samples. Good. Now, this is something super important that we found on this page. Let's check how much information do they want us to write and how much space do we have for it. Okie dokie. So after we read it again, we found very important stuff. And we should write the notes here. Let's go. The first thing we know that Dante 2 is a robot. Use your super nice handwriting, please. Space between the words. What else do we know? Explores inside volcanoes. If you have more space up, go ahead. Explores inside volcano. What else do we know? It collects information. Okie dokie. Yes? Okay. Sorry, guys. It collects. Collects information about gases. And rock samples. Great. And no space for more, and probably you won't have space for more, just to write that scientists control it from the safe place, from the control room. You don't have to write all of this. You can choose one or two, or you can write them all. And that's it. That's it for this page. So Dante 2 is a robot, and it explores inside volcano, and it collects information about gases and rock samples, and scientists are controlling it from control room. All of these are very important parts that we read on page 72. Thank you for watching. I hope you will use your nice handwriting. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.